Okay, so new Carnax kill method today. You start the kill the same way as every other. You go in a fully defensive ice setup and pray for the ice attack RNG. I get it every time because Mr. Adam Bond loves me, but that's neither here nor there. So I did some calculations and I figured out the Queen's Corgi pet can actually stun Carnax consistently. Now when I say consistently, I don't mean like every time, like something actually consistent. I mean like statistically speaking, you're likely to perma-stun Carnax. Okay. I'm probably going to put a pop-up or do a voiceover with the setup, but basically, I'm going to use Time Gauntlet for 1 guaranteed paralyzed. That's just so we get more turns to work with. We're going to use Shieldcake for 1 guaranteed celerity. I don't even remember the steps. I listed them all out, but Spotter Drake, obviously, for potency. Multi-Maul was to reduce his incoming damage on the first hit. It probably won't do that later when they nerf it, but no big deal. Harvati Blade for pet and guest celerity. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stack, like, why not, like, let's say 12 turns of Time Killer. And we're not doing that for the hyper crit. We're doing it for, of all things, the luck boost. And we're doing it to lose HP. Now, why are we trying to lose HP? Yeah, let's stack some more turns, actually. We won't use all these, because we'll either die or run out of charisma boosts, because I don't have Lunapoka. But this is where you'd be stacking Lunapoka, if you had it, instead of Time Killer. Because the only charisma boost I have is Shieldcake, which, of course, I'm going to be using. I'm a little bit low. Let's see how much SP we're working with. Brain wreck. Okay. So we have effectively 299 luck. When I use this Shieldcake charisma boost, I'm gonna wait to do it, because I only get 8 turns of it. That will give me effectively 350 plus charisma. I'm going to use Lumizen Aspis, this Paralyzed Potency Misk. Oh, I didn't realize that. And then by that time, the Spotter Drake will be overcapped on stats, so it'll give me 13.6 potency. Paladin will give me 22 potency after I turn this hoe undead, which I am about to do presently. But actually what I should do is do Berserker Hides first, because then I'll have a chance to build up stacks. So what I'm going to do is, no need to have a Misk out, simply attack and use, I think it's Grizzly Scream. No, it's Nightmare Visage. Oh, I'm only going to be able to use it once. No big deal. But the lower HP you are, the more it lowers the monster's stats. So as you can see, his stats aren't normally like that. They're all 15 higher. I should have bought an MP Restoration of some variety. I'll just use Fairy Godmother, actually. Why not? Whatever, who cares? It's just a slight optimization. It's 1.5% more per cast, and it's capped at 2 casts. I'll just leave it at 1. I mainly just wanted to show it off, like an actual use for Berserker. But anyways, with this setup, you get like 80 bonus potence, which cancels out the level lead, and then you get a little more on top. So I'm going to use Legion Shieldcake for the charisma boost now. Plus 160 charisma. So I win the major roll because Regal Corgi is charisma versus charisma. And that's actually the big difference that made this method possible. Mogden is charisma versus endurance, and you can't get 600 charisma. It's just not possible because it's capped at 500. So that's why it wasn't possible before. But with Queen's Corgi, it is possible. So once I activate Soar Back, undefined. So you see, I got the stun. I got one of the stuns on the Corgi. Like, it worked. It stunned Carnax, and there is I think a 64 or 63% chance of that happening each turn. So I think my charisma boost goes away this turn, so I need to use it again. But we successfully stunned Carnax without a potency glitch. This is all in-game, legal, ethical potency. Oh, maybe I did have one more turn. Anyways, now we use Harvati Blade. I'll make sure I have it with an Aspis. We use Harvati Blade to attack with because you can't have your pet give your guest celerity because there's nothing that does that aside from Royal Cake, but that has a save, so it won't land. You need your Misc slot to be your potency item. You can't get celerity every turn unless you have a ton of shieldcakes or if they rework Shadow Feeder Pendant. So the only way to give your guests relatively reliable celerity is Harvati Blade, which is an average of 50% chance of celerity. So yeah, it's successfully stunned it again. Look, I'm stacking stuns. And because Carnax's water resistance is 175, Corgi, 75% of the time, Corgi will do a 2-turn stun rather than a 1-turn stun. And then 25% of the time does a 1-turn stun. But like all in all, I don't know if I pasted the numbers earlier in the video, but all in all, this is a reliable method. I don't know how I'm hitting him. What the hell? Anyways, I'm just getting lucky with the hits, but this is a reliable method to stunlock Carnax. And when I say reliable, you average, let me check my numbers. You average like 1.6 paralyzes each turn on average. Or like 1.7 maybe, 1.6 like 4. And that's as long as you can keep up the charisma boost and the luck boost. Without the charisma boost, your your everything tanks. And without the luck boost, everything tanks. But it is reliable to average out more paralyzed turns than not paralyzed turns. Like, look, we're up to 5. Like, I can't show a data sample on this short of a setup, but like, I ran the numbers, and this is like slowly proving it. Even if, like, you could say like, oh, you're getting a little lucky. I think I am getting about average luck. Yeah, with celerity, like, look, it's just I'm cooking. He's getting stun locked, and I'm not abusing bugs like last time. If for context, I have a video using bugs to permanent stun him with Mogden, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. This is a 100% no cheat codes, no glitches method to actually stun lock Carnax. Now, currently the issue is you need a lot of SP to fuel your time killer and your quickcast charisma boost. There are other ways to do this with Unapoka. It's a lot better than with Shieldcake because you can only stack so much Shieldcake and your damage output is crazy slow, but you could also use Purple Rain at the beginning, and anyways, there's a tons of things you can do. There's a lot of more efficient ways to gather SP, but the rough thing is that because you're building up stuns relatively slowly, it is very hard to maintain that SP gain, and you like will run out of resources. So I haven't figured out how to turn this into a actual kill of Carnax, but I have figured out how to turn it into a reliable way to stun lock him without bugs, which I think is cool. I think it's dope, and so I wanted to share this with you guys. Make use of limitless game. I love it, honestly. I didn't think this would be possible. It's funny, if you look at my Reddit post history and you go way back, don't do that actually, but I'm sure there's some cringe stuff on there from back in the day, but if you look way back, some of my first posts on the AQ Reddit were of stunlocking Carnax. If you check the numbers on those, I'm way off from like all my calculations. So like now we have to bake, so we lose the potency or we lose the charisma. Um, Technically, it's better to lose the charisma than the potency, but here is when with one shield cake you start to run out of stun locking because I don't have the charisma boost, so I'm losing 20 off my roll, or about 20. I'm losing like 285 actually. Wait, why do I have 285? Does this thing give charisma? Oh, I had no idea. That actually changes things a little bit. Anyways, irrelevant. Some of my original Reddit posts about AQ were to do with stunlocking Carnax, using like stun bow and a Flareon pet or whatever, Flario or something. Anyways, all my calculations were way off. I didn't actually know how statuses worked at that point, which is funny looking back. But this works. You have a quick cast healing setup, like say, I don't know, Wingweaver Shield, which I'm realizing I really should have showcased in this video because that would have made this method reliable. But that's that. So there it is. That's the showcase. It is possible to legitimately stunlock Carnax. And now all I have to do is find a way to upkeep the resources to do it without tanking my whole SP bar. And I'll be right back when I get that. Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed this. Really pushing the limits on statuses. Inflicting against a level 300. Math is either in the description or pasted earlier in the video at a timestamp. Let me know what you think. Have a great day. Spread some peace and love. I'll see you all later. Bye bye.